In the other Chapter 7 videos, I was using the TI calculator, but I wanted to also show how you could do the normal distribution calculations using the NUMWORKS app or the calculator. I'll be displaying the calculator since I do have one, but it works just the same on the app, on your phone, or on the computer. So, now finding the z-score, that's done by hand. That's just that formula where you take your value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. But what I'm talking about is finding the areas. So I believe I'd shown part of it using the chart, and then we started talking about how to do it in the calculator. On the TI-84, we do second, vars, distribution. It's a lot of calculations. It's a lot of stuff to remember. On the NUMWORKS app, we're calculating probabilities. So we're going to go to probability. And I was in a different distribution, so I'm going to back up. We're looking at a normal distribution. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm going to press enter. Okay, here. It asks me for my mean and my standard deviation. For the first few examples, we were using a z-score. So we were using a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1 because that's what a z-score translates to. So I'm just going to click OK on each one and go to the next. Now, in this menu, it starts off with a less than. That means we're looking for the shaded area to the left, and notice how it shows that there. The first example here I have is a greater than. I want to be greater than 2.45. So I'm going to press the left arrow to where I've got the graph selected. I'm going to press OK. So the first option is to the left. The second option is between two values, and the last one is to the right. So I'm going to click on the right because I want it greater than 2.45, and so greater than 2.45, it tells me the probability is 0.007. Greater than negative 0.45. And it even shades it for me so I can see that area is a lot larger, 0.674. The next problem was a less than, so I'm going to go in, press OK, and select the left shading, 0.39, and it tells me that's 0.6517. What I really like about this one is the betweens are really easy too because everything's done in this one screen. If I'm between negative 1.89 and 0.73, it actually shows me where that is on the graph, and it gives me that area. Now what if we have a different mean and standard deviation? Well, you just change that on the screen. So if I want to go back, I'm going to press this return arrow, and I can just change the mean and the standard deviation, and then I can type in any values I want. The first one is less than 8, and look, it even gives me the graph, which is beautiful. Less than 8 would be 0.067. Between 10 and 12, we would select the area that's between 10 and 12. Okay, 0.383. Greater than 0.762. Greater than 0.76. Whoops, 7.62. I got dyslexic there. Back. 7.6. I'm still messing up too. 0.954. Now, the other thing I want to show you, and I apologize for flipping through the pages, is when we're looking for a value. And that was inverse norm on the TI. So here we are trying to find how how long will a bulb last if it is in the top 15%. So let's see, I want to change the mean. The mean on this problem was 1550 and the standard deviation was 57. Now this time I know the percentage, and you can choose it either way, like the less, this is showing that the area is the left. The only difference is, instead of putting the x value, that boundary, I don't know it, I know the area. So I'm going to go to the right to the probability and type in 0.85, and it tells me that that line is at 1609. This works really good, especially you can change it to be, if I'd wanted this to be the right percent is 0.15, it would give me the same value. So you can really play with that inverse norm a lot more with this calculator.